Hi students, Mark here, and today, what are we on? We're on lesson 13 already. Lesson 13, we're going to talk about comparatives. So you can see the two boys here. Of course, in your life, in my life, we compare things all the time. So there's a special way we can compare things when we use English. So we're going to talk about that today. Of course, the most common way, the simplest way to compare is people, places, things. These are called comparative adjectives, which we'll review together a lot more. Adjectives are about nouns. Nouns are people, places, and things, right? So that's what we'll look at. I think we'll start with these boys. So I want you to think, which boy is taller? Which boy is taller? Oh, of course, right? Easy. The boy on the right is taller than the boy on the left. That's called a comparative. So when we do those comparatives, we have to be very careful about how we spell the words. I put some words over here in our list. All of these are very common adjectives. And what we're going to do is we're going to transform them. We're going to change them into a comparative adjective. So comparative adjectives, usually pretty easy. Like the word short, we add ER. Tall, we add ER. But some of these other ones, some of the other words, you have to be very careful. So look at this list. See if you have seen these before, haven't seen these before, right? And you'll see ER, 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 ER. My question is, when don't we just use ER? Take a look. You're going to see, right? You're going to see some words that are a bit different. Look down. Look at stressed. Stressed. Stressed ends in ED. If you see an ED word like bored or stressed, you want to use the word more. We also use the word more whenever we're looking at a longer word, like handsome, handsome, interesting. 2 sounds or 3 sounds, we want to use the word more. All right? There's a couple other spelling rules like this. If I have the word hot, H-O-T, hot, hot becomes hotter. We add 2 T's when we have this pattern, H-O-T, right? We also have to be careful with a word like busy. With busy, we have a Y, changes to I-E-R, busy, happy. Be very careful in those situations as well. All right? So there's also 3 words that are special. They are irregular. Words like good, bad, and far. They don't only use ER. Good changes to better. Bad changes to worse. And then far changes to further. Further. So just if you haven't seen these before, make sure you know, right, when to use ER and when to use more. And now I'll bring back my boys. Bring back my boys, right? Look at my first boy. I will say he is shorter than his brother. What can we say about his brother? Let's see. Right? His brother is taller, right? So both of those are comparative adjectives. Shorter than, taller than, better than, hotter than, busier than. Comparative adjectives, we're comparing 2 things. All right. We also have another way we can compare, and that's with the word as. So let me look at my boys again. Here's my boys. First sentence, his brother is taller than him. Number 1, this is number 1, boy number 1. He says, oh yeah, I say his brother is taller than him, right? Boy number 1, or boy number 2, sorry, boy number 2 is taller than boy number 1. And I'll say he isn't as tall. He isn't as tall as his brother, right? Boy number 1 isn't as tall as boy number 2. So what happened? How can I use the as, right? Or here's one more. I could say his brother, number 2's brother is shorter than him, but he isn't as short as his brother. As. So let's see. First rule for this is that for as, do we add the ER? Do we add the ER when we use as? No, right? We use the ER with than. Better than, busier than, taller than. So that's going to be than. But for as, we don't use the ER. We're using the adjective the same style as before. As tall as short as, just like this. And I want to know for you, are you as tall as your father? I'm as tall as my father. If I say I'm as tall as my father, that means we're the same. We're the same height. If I say I'm not as tall as my father, if I use the not, like with our boys, that means we're not the same. And in this example, if I'm not as tall as my father, it means I'm shorter. I'm not as fast, I'm slower. Not as big. If you're not as big, you are smaller, right? So not as, not equal. Think of lower, all right? So that's our than and as. Be careful to remember that. And then now I'd like to teach you a bit about adverbs. So some of my students, you sometimes get confused with adverbs and adjectives. So adverbs are actions. They're not actions, oh my gosh. They're not actions, they're describing the action. They're giving us more information about the action. So that's how we use an adverb. And then adjectives, we've just used the tall, short, big, small. Those are called adjectives, and they modify nouns. They tell us about a person, a place, or a thing, or idea, right? So I'm going to give you some sentences. Look at these ones. The boy is tall. He speaks English well. He has red hair. He can run fast. He's a fast learner. These kinds of sentences, I want you to think, are these words an adverb? Do they talk about a verb? Or are they an adjective where they talk about the noun? All right? So look. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. Again, if this is difficult for you, look at the examples. See if you can understand the difference between an adjective, an adverb, and their way we use them. Oh, I forgot one more. Whoops, one more. He sometimes talks too quickly. Okay, so again, these words, are they adjectives or adverbs? And to do this, we'll do green for adverb, we'll do blue for adjective. Ready? Let's see how you did. As you can see, the blue words, like tall, red, and fast, are describing a person, place, or thing. First one, the boy is tall. Who is tall? The boy is tall. So we know it's an adjective. If I say he has red hair, red what? Red hair. Hair is a thing. Hair is a thing. So we say red hair, red, adjective. And then fast learner, learner. Fast what? Fast learner. So it's going to be an adjective describing a noun. Adverb, speak English well. Well, what well? Speak well. So it's an adverb. Okay, run fast, run fast. Run is a verb, action. So we use it as an adverb. And then last one, quickly. He sometimes talks too quickly. Talks, that's a verb plus my adverb. You might notice fast is here twice. Some words are both an adverb and an adjective, and they look exactly the same. So be very careful whenever you're using this grammar. Luckily, again, they have the exact same pattern, but they are a different style of word. All right? So let's see. We're going to do a couple more examples, right? Whoops. I'll do a couple more examples right here. We're comparing our two actions. I say he speaks English well, he can run fast, he talks too quickly. All three of those are our adverbs. Whoops, not adjectives, adverbs. All three of those are adverbs. So let's see how we can use them to compare. Speaks English well? Well, we're going to change to better. Just like good. Good, better. Well also changes to better. Fast, right? He can run fast. Comparing to, we're going to use faster. Faster. He can run faster than me. And last one, talks too quickly. He talks more quickly than me. So those are our basic rules here. Let's see some more examples right below. The two you have to be careful about are badly and well. The adverbs badly and well, they will change into worse and better. Far, same as before, fast, same as before, faster. And quickly, right? Quickly, if you see an ly adverb, happily, quickly, slowly, we want to use the word more with our ly adverbs, okay? And I think that's near the end, guys. Final thing, last minute or two, if you want to practice, I want you to look at these words. First, think, is it adjective or adverb? For how we can use them. And then I want you to make your own sentence using these words. You can pause the video right now after I give you this word list. Take a second, right? Take some time, maybe about 10 seconds. Think, how do we change these when we're comparing? Ready? Think. All right, let's see how you did. Here they are. Good changes to better, right? Good is an adjective. Adjective good changed to better. Bad is also an adjective, changes to worse. Quickly, remember my ly words, I use more quickly. Cute, easy. Cute, cuter, right? Those very short words, we love to use the er. Tall, short, big, bigger, taller. The one sound words, we use er. Slowly, another y word, another ly, so we use more slowly. And last, happy, y changes to I. Happy, happier. Sleepy, sleepier. That style. So now we're using these. Think about your sentence. Take another 10 seconds. Can you think of a sentence using better? I'm better at, I'm cuter than. Okay, think of your sentences. 10 seconds. All right. So now we have our sentences. I'll show you my pattern. And I'll think of some for myself. If I say, oh, I'm better at tennis than my wife, right? I'm worse at cooking than my wife. I can run more quickly than my father. I'm cuter. Well, no, maybe I'm not cuter. My wife is cuter than me. My wife is cuter than me. More slowly. I speak more slowly than some other teachers. Some other teachers speak very, very quickly. I sometimes speak more slowly, but not always. And then happier, I think my cat is happier than me. Okay, so that one, my quick version. Then I'll give you my slow version right here. Again, if you want to pause the video, take a look at these sentences. But these are all different comparisons using adjectives and adverbs. Okay, so that's about all for now, guys. That's a big overview of all of my ways to use comparing words, called comparatives in English. I hope that helped you. There's one more thing I think I want to show you before we go. This is my bonus. Right? Remember, there are many ways to use comparatives, and we don't have to use the same style every time. For example, I can say, I'm better at tennis than my wife. I'm better. I'm using better as an adjective. I am better, talking about me. Or I can say, I can play tennis better than my wife. If I say, I can play tennis better than my wife, that's an adverb. Play better. Do better. They're both better, adjective and adverb style of this comparison, but the style in the sentence, right, using the verb and using the noun, the sentence is a little different. So be careful there. Also, if I want to use worse, I often use it this way. If I say I'm worse at cooking than my wife, sometimes I say I can't cook as well as. Can't cook as well as. I can't speak English as well as my friend. I can't cook as well as my wife. Not as well as, I'm using an adverb, and I'm using it to compare my ability, my action. I can't swim as fast as. I can't cook as well as. So that's another way we often use this grammar in English. So, guys, again, as always, please review this as much as you can. We will be back with another video very soon where we will talk about superlatives. Not better, we'll talk about how to be the best. So until then, have a wonderful week. I'll catch you in the next video.